Hey, how you doing? Got some images from last night that I don't think are airplanes, and I'll try and show you why on here. I had a little video of this, but it was really too small, uh, the image, to make a good video, so I sort of left it out. But this was traveling along from right to left, and then kind of bouncing around every now and then. And this right here, Uh, like the other images here, are 1 second, and this is about 170 millimeters. And you can see that blue color in there. That's not standard aircraft color. So I'll enhance it a little bit here. Probably overdid it on the enhancing part, but I just did that so I could show you. I think this is the same object, you know, traveling along in a 1 second span, capable of changing colors completely. And I think this little spot right here is this little spot right here. And then you've got that divot, so to speak, right here. And I think this is an object that is able to expand and contract as it's flying along. I had no idea, what it could possibly be made out of, but it's able to, fly along on its own, change shape, and that pulses, whatever it is. Now, this object here had a very distinct signature on the infrared, and I was watching it on infrared and taking pictures of it as it went along. It was going from my right to the left. And this image here sort of looks like I bumped the camera, but if I would have, it would have, sprung back down this way. It wouldn't have bounced up and made a 90-degree turn. This did that on its own, and you can see a little bit of red here, a little bit of reddish orange here, and then again right here. So what this object was doing as it was going along was, increasing in intensity until it looks like it pops open with energy producing light. So now let me show you what it looked like when it came back the other way on infrared here. So when I saw it again, I thought, well, I'm going to turn on the infrared this time and get some infrared of the image as well. Now let me stop it here in just a second, right there, because this up here, I believe, is an airplane. You've been able to see it the whole time the infrared was running, but you can't see this guy down here right now. That's not cool to play hide and go seek when you're flying through the air. You know what I mean? That's against FAA regulations. So whatever that is not an airplane. And these are the images that I took of it as it was going off to the right while that infrared was running. And you can see it's kind of pulsing. You can see the two different levels of power there, really bright and then not quite as bright. And it looks like to me that shell is expanding and contracting on the outside of it. I don't know what else to call it, but I'm sure whoever made it calls it something different. But nonetheless, it looks like a baked potato when you squash it open. It just pulses on and pulses off. So I don't know if you had enough of those that would respond to some kind of radio or scalar wave, and they would respond to whatever information you were sending to them. If you had enough of those, you could generate any kind of image or shape that you wanted to right in midair and have it moving around. That's kind of spooky to think about, isn't it? But anyway, there they are, because there they were. And appreciate you watching the video, and no matter what you're doing out there, be sure and take care. Thanks again.